Sometimes, not all the time, but just sometimes. The storyteller, yeah. Sipendi ukitoka ngasherehe mapema, ukiniwacha solo kwa keja. Sipendi ukinitowanga timing when you whining. Bad girl, come find me. Bogi ikigol ni dangerous. Chumisi nangaro ya kusema no. Stay close to your phone, baby, you already know. Kila saa nikilewa natoanga simu, natumia watu pesa. Oh, nikilewa nakupigia simu na kushona kupenda. Usitake jua nikilewa, usitake jua nikilewa. Ukapoka nimelewa, ukapoka nimelewa. Kila saa nikilewa, ukapoka nimelewa. Kila saa nikilewa, ukapoka nimelewa. Kila saa nikistone, miuka mbali na phone, juhoni ngisha kwa zone. Sad nigga, I was crying in the shower. Nimemiss your cologne, nimemiss your kimono. I remember your tone, nice sample kwa song. Watu club, I miss making love. Na nikiwa shut up, nakumbuka yo wap. Ulinieka kwa trap, it's a rap. Hii kitu ina slap, no cap. Ulini kill madam, atuli still deal na dam. Kila saa nikilewa natoanga simu, natumia watu pesa. Oh, nikilewa nakupigia simu na kushona kupenda. Usitake jua nikilewa, usitake jua nikilewa. Ukapoka nimelewa, ukapoka nimelewa. Kila saa nikilewa, ukapoka nimelewa. Ukapoka nimelewa.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio. Kaka Empire is the life.
Wale unisikiza,
Sikia,
wale unisikia, wale unisikiza,
sikia,
wale unisikia, wale unisikiza, wale unisikia,
sikia,
wale unisikiza,
sikia.
wale unisikia. Isiyo kismat, mimi niko grind wakidoz. Pia naomba so pia usimain nikiflows. Ni shukrani narudisha kwa Wanjiko Kimani. Simgemjua pia nyi mgempea shukrani. Kwa pilka niko, jukuna mali mina dai kufika. Na focus kwa compass ukiona nimeficha. Sio na macho pekee unaweza ona visions. Officials pekee wananijua initials. Get rich or die poor. Niko na phobia kurudi mali nilikuwa. Nikulonely at the top ni sawa inakubalika. Jukule down inakuanga was mara tisa. Kuna wale unisikiza, kuna wale unisikia. Kudedi bila purpose, no kitumia ufea. Nikiamka kesho, bado nakimbia. Na nikilala leo, bado pesa naingia. Wale unisikiza, wale unisikia. Kudedi bila purpose, no kitumia ufea. Nikiamka kesho, bado nakimbia. Na nikilala leo, bado pesa naingia. Wale unisikiza,
Sikia,
wale unisikia, wale unisikiza,
sikia,
wale unisikia. Unapanda mahindi, mimi napanda maembe. Vile get ndio tofauti yangu na wewe. Kandula ikutoshi mwenyewe mpatie itamtosha. Kudhanusha nisoma page 2 ndio makosa. Ni sawa tuko equal lakini ujue yonoma equal. Na hivyo ndio itabaki nitakuwa mpaka kifo. Mungu amenipa kakupa ndo bado anaweza kunyang'anya sare pupa. nadai kuaten nashindwa kumaintain hii pleasure champagne ni pressure na pain kigundua ni mlima ndo mna complain fortune si promise you mewife nadai kuaten nashindwa kumaintain hii pleasure champagne ni pressure na pain kigundua ni mlima ndo mna complain fortune si promise kuna wale unisikiza kuna wale unisikia kudedi bila purpose no kitumia ufea nikiamka kesho bado nakimbia na nikilala leo bado pesa inaingia wale unisikiza wale unisikia kudedi bila purpose no kitumia ufea nikiamka kesho bado nakimbia na nikilala leo bado pesa inaingia wale unisikiza
Skia.
wale unisikia wale unisikiza
Skia.
wale unisikia kwa upepo nyuma yangu na sio mate kwa uso love no vaccine na ugonjwa ni very crucial seda wacha muendelee si wote tuko na choices sikiza the main take kwa roho chorea the voices kijua kile najua utawacha kufananisha mwezi na jua kuna vile utakuwa usipokuwa wisdom na favor ndo kitumia uomba sayadua
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
That was Femi One with Skia, and before that we were listening to Nikki Lewa, which is Nviri Bien. And Ben Soul, that one was a special dedication. Nakumbuka when we used to do Dead Dicks back in high school, that was a special dedication to myself, to remind myself, adulting is hard. That was that was the point of that song. Welcome to She Talks on Power Radio. My name is Muthoni Gitau. We have an amazing show ahead. It's Friday. You know, on Friday, you come here, I marinate you for the weekend, and then you go have fun times with your loved ones, with, I don't know, your cats, if you're like me, your dogs, if you're a dog person, which reminds me, I've missed my bestie. My bestie is called Bruno. Bruno is my bestest doggo friend, and Bruno happens to be my best friend's dog. But Bruno is more my bestie than, you know, the owner is. Like, we just accept her because she makes it possible for Bruno and I to hang out and be friendly. We have a dope show as usual. Kamakawa, remember you can follow us on social media at Power Radio, that is PAWA Radio. We are on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. What's the other one? Is there one I've forgotten? I don't know. If you want to watch us live, you can do that on YouTube. We do go live whenever we have these shows. When we do a live show, we do live stream on YouTube. The page is Power254. You can go see my face over there. I look nice, okay? I do not look like my problems. We are out here never looking like our problems. You can use the hashtag #SheTalksOnPowerRadio if you want to engage us in the conversations we'll be having today. And yeah, I'm excited to see what kind of day we're going to have today. I am glad the weather is not giving the randomness we've been experiencing. Jana, it was a bit sunny, which was very much welcomed. We had an outdoorsy day at the office, so it was good to be outside, and the sun was also outside where we was. Today, the sun is still playing kalongolongo, but you never know. It's a Friday. Maybe hata hiyo itashikwa na vibes za Friday, and then it's gonna pop out at some point. Here is Energy, Polaris, Mayonde, and Muthoni Drama Queen.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Maisha ina stress but sitachoka, manake mimi staya mimi nyota, Mungu peke ndio mimi nitaogopa. Get back as soon as choma daily na meremeta, form yangu ni kutesa, usikol kama si pesa, bade na chipeleka, inaselela dombola, mande mana lose composure. We catch flies, now feelings, leo tuna dance for ceiling. Don't waste my time, don't miss my energy, don't kill my vibe, don't miss my energy. Let's say goodbye, just fly around me. Let's spend some time, just spend some time with me. Feeling important, feeling like something is coming all over me. Feel like a soldier. Feel like I'm going to war with the enemy. I've gotten older. I'm very comfortable with my identity. It's never over. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm willing, I'm willing. I'm feeling hypnotized. I'm feeling like a child. I need to realize I'm feeling so alive. I take off my disguise and I get myself the prize. I don't mean to be shy. All I can do is try. Don't waste my time. Don't miss my energy. Don't kill my vibe. Don't miss my energy. Let's take a ride. Just fly around me. Let's spend some time. Just spend some time with me.
Some people search and seek until they find the light. Some people think that everything they think is right. Some people don't believe in peace, they want to fight. Some people not my type, some people not the vibe. Shangilia, pango yote imepangiliwa. Shida yetu yote tatuliwa. Maisha yetu imebarikiwa. Shangilia, pango yote imepangiliwa. Shida yetu yote tatuliwa. Maisha yetu imebarikiwa.
That was Energy. 3 powerful women coming together to give us a dope track. And, I vibe out to that song a lot. Very, very much so. Let's get into the threads today. And today I want us to just look at one thing and one thing only, because the madness is madnessing very, very much. There's a video circulating on the socials where our senators were using their noses to inspect samples of fertilizer to confirm if the fertilizer was real or fake. Yes, you had that right. They were scooping it with their hands, sniffing it, and then going like, this is legit. This one is fine. It's so hilarious because I'm like, this is like a mockery of the work that Africa Uncensored put together to show that we have fertilizer that is fake that's circulating in the markets, right? These guys did an in-depth docu, and they did all the tests. They took it to all the labs and everything. They really did the work. And then the senators are like, we'll just sniff it. Like, what's that? We'll just sniff it? I love for the worst part. Okay, no, the most interesting part for me, the funniest bit is at one point when they are all like picking to scoop to sniff, one of the guys like kind of stands in front of the camera and the other guy like taps him on the back. It's like, hey, my guy, unaziba camera. We are out here creating content. They need to see that we are scooping from the gunia that is down here. And I'm like, this is a mockery of, one, the work that the journalists put together to give us the docu. 2, it's also a mockery of us as a people, because you think we are dumb enough to go like, oh, if their noses say it's legit, then for sure, why would we question that? And then the other third thing that I noticed is that it's men in suits. Like, men, you'll never beat the allegations. You will never beat the allegations. It's a bunch of dudes in suits just picking and sniffing. Paka, there's one who's like, before they sniff, they're using their hands to like make sure it's spread kwa mkono vizuri. They're just like, ngoja, acha tutengeneze vizuri. It's like you would think they're looking for like something specific in it by touching it. They're like, yeah, the texture. Hii ndo texture ya real fertilizer. Alafu ananusa ko like, definitely legit. I'm like, what madness is this? And the worst part is now they've also turned the story. Remember when the story first came out, they said that it's not fake fertilizer, it's soil conditioner. Someone stood up, did a whole presser, and told us, no, ninyi amuunderstandi kitu by the way. Haikuwa equip fertilizer, ilikuwa conditioner, na nyinyi ndo amkushika. And then the CS goes on TV and starts, throwing words and calling John Alanamu names. And then they're trying to now make it a thing of like, it's like a John Allan problem. And it's like we're trying to shift away from the fact that there's fake fertilizer. And it's becoming like, oh, let's have a war of words with this journalist. Total madness. Please go watch that video. It's hilarious. If you have nothing to laugh at today, please go watch people doing foolish things and thinking, oh my God, this is the one. And these are the people, as in we have to remember that these people were elected into office by us. Okay, by the people who voted for them. But by the people. So it's up to us to actually hold them accountable. The reason that they think that they can get away with things like this, it has happened so many times before. Wanafanyanga hizi shenanigans, alafu tuko like, okay, awa wanajua, they know more than us. These things are done in labs. You can't come here with gunias, mwende hapo ati mko kwa Senate, mweke magunia hapo mnuse, alafu mseme tume certify that this fertilizer is genuine. You can't do that. That's madness. So it's up to people. Ukiangalia kwa hii video uone senata wa kwenyu, ebu endo wanze kumpatia words. Start throwing words. I think there's someone who said we need to start flogging our nini in public. Tunaenda, unaona vitu na chapangwa. When we were in school, alafu mnapiga magoti hapo, alafu teacher anakuja na ka pipe. Pa. Kila mtu anapatiwa their 10. I was gonna, wacha nistumie your words. You get your kabiting. You get flogged in front of the assembly. We need to start doing this because these people, they are carrying us for idiots, man. They're carrying us for idiots.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Toto ya Pamela. Nasikia kelele kwa jirani. Kwani ni vita ama hii ni raha gani? Mwingine anasema mwingine anasema Kwani mapenzi megeuzwa kwa kumfuna vile kwangu kuna bo. Nasikiza mafranco. Hip loti tanifanya niwe ho. Action night. Watoto alale by 9. Nikudunge vaccine. Leo movie ni ya Shaolin. Vya kung fu DJ Afro kuja utangaze drama. Vita vya chinku kabla mechi yanze mgongo nitakukanda. Tumefungana pingu moja kwa mguu nyingine kwa kitanda. Okelo mano kung fu biene kung fu wai mama unazunguka kama nyoka anakonda. Wai mama unateleza kama mrenda. Lakini nimependa kisipenda vile napenda mix ya broiler na kienyeji vibes. Hebu geuza osheriza makeli pande moja. Action night. Ufike kwangu by 9. Nimetema taxi. Amenyoa Shaolin. Vita vya kung fu DJ Afro kuja utangaze drama. Vita vya chinku kabla mechi yanze mgongo nitakukanda. Tumefungana pingu moja kwa mguu nyingine kwa kitanda. Okelo mano kung fu asuda mano kung fu Cheri nipeleke Thailand na mimi nikupeleke Bangkok, yeah. Tuishi juu ya island, tuishi maisha ya kibailando, yeah. Kuja tufanye mambo nikukunje nikufunze ango movie na soundtrack ya bango action unapewa ni ya Rambo. Action night. Ufike kwangu by 9. Nimetema taxi. Amenyoa Shaolin. kung fu, kung fu. DJ afrokuja utangaze drama. Vita vya kichinku, chinku. Kabla mechi yanze mgongo ntakukanda. Tumefungana pingu, pingu. Moja kwa mguu nyingine kwa kitanda. Asuda bado kung fu, kung fu. Diana mena kung fu, kung fu. Okelo mano kung fu, kung fu.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
You say you like Ologomba. Baby, turn around and pull up to me bumper. Your skin smooth like Jojoba. Ati wanafanya nini? Wanaogopa. Dark skin and not Georgia. Melanin all over. Nobody can boga, boga. Well, then you tried sometime back in November. They really didn't think I would remember. Sahi, my confidence in my rise. I never used to be like this before. I used to be so damn insecure. I had to go a dark skin lana. Haters are wicked loud. Nothing ever sweet like coco, coco, coco. Get on the dance floor, make them loco. You say you like Ologomba. Baby, turn around and pull up to me bumper. Your skin smooth like Jojoba. Ati wanafanya nini? Wanaogopa. Dark skin and not Georgia. Melanin all over. Nobody can boga, boga. You say you like Ologomba. Baby, turn around and pull up to me bumper. Your skin smooth like Jojoba. Ati wanafanya nini? Wanaogopa. Dark skin and not Georgia. Melanin all over. Nobody can boga, boga. You don't know how I like your confidence. The way you walk, how you talk, it's evident. Black is the beauty, so more for them, so more for them. You are a star, brown skin, unanga, una kill. Oh, show them who you are. You are a star, brown skin, unanga, una kill. Oh, show them who you are. You like a loco, loco, like a loco, 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 mba. You like that toto, like that toto, toto, toto star. You like a loco, like a loco, 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 mba. You like that toto, like that toto, toto, toto star. You like a loco, like a loco, 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 mba. You like that toto. Like that toto, toto, toto star. You like a logo. Like a loco, 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 mba. You like that toto. Like that toto, toto star.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
You were listening to Dark Skin by Brandy Minor. If you haven't noticed by now, this is a Brandy Minor stan radio show. We stan that babe so bad. I mean, it's so hard. One of the two. And before that, it was Kung Fu by Okelo Max. Let's get into the papers today. There's an interesting story that has caught my attention. Hey, and this one is like, I think one day we'll have like a full-on conversation about this particular one, but today we can just highlight the story in the paper. And it's basically, the story is tagged Cancer in a Box. How popular hair relaxers are killing Black women. So they are talking about how thousands of companies are getting sued in the US, companies that produce hair relaxers that are very popular here as well. And in the US, Black women are abandoning the use of these relaxers and chemicals because they are linked to causing cancer. But back here at home in Africa, the sales for these things are becoming even more like they're just rising and rising. So it reminded me of I don't know if you've ever heard the story of how there's a US company that sells baby powder and they got sued. There was like a whole class action because their powder had stream mercury or something in it. And it was a whole thing. And as all that was happening, that product was still being sold here. Again, I don't know if you've seen there's a movement against a sanitary towel company by African women, Kenyan women, I remember, started a whole hashtag on social media about how these products are very substandard, especially compared to the products that these companies already sell in other places. So whenever I see such stories, I get concerned for two things. One, already the products they bring here are not the same quality as the product they sell abroad. I think they can get away with a lot more here than they can there. And so if the products that they sell in their first market is already not good, it has issues, it's causing cancer and stuff like that, I can only imagine the products they sell to us and the things that are in those products. That is a very scary, scary thought. If you think about it, it's very, very scary. Already they don't rank us. They don't care for us and our things. And then now here we are, and we are hearing the things, the places where they care and they're worried, and there's so many approvals and they don't have to deal with as much, I guess, corruption. I don't know how their things go. They have to have so many bodies that certify that these things are good. If those products are having problems there, I can only imagine here where you can give someone a couple of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or thousands of shillings, and they will look away. Here where we were discussing fake fertilizer and people are sniffing it to tell us it is not fake. Here where the body that's supposed to inspect things and certify and say, yeah, this is okay for consumption, this is okay to be in the market, this is okay to be on the shelves, they come out and they tell us, we don't even do the test. We just give people stickers. So now you can imagine when you are operating, because now at that point we're not operating in good faith. Because these companies, they want to save money. When they do these things, they cut costs, they do whatever. They're trying to save themselves money. So you come to a space like, say, Kenya, where it's so easy for you to get away with stuff. Why would you care to do the work? Why would you care? You wouldn't. So I feel like this is actually a very scary thing. They have talked to, it's a center fold by the Daily Nation. So it's a 2-pager. If you have time, definitely check it out. But like they've talked to a lot of different people on the continent in regards to, the relaxes and stuff and people here at home, and they're sharing their stories and the connections, like they feel, the things they've noticed. It also reminds me of, like, there's these products that are sold, if you've ever walked ukitembea tu hapo River Road, whenever you're walking there, there's this ladies wanakwanga tu wamesimama by shops hapo hivyo, and they just say system mafuta. But the funny thing is, anytime they call out to me, I'm so proud of myself. Because I go like, hey, kumbe mi si light skin. I've never thought I am, but I'm proud of myself because I love myself. I love the way I look. I love my skin tone. I really do. And I've never had issues with the way I look. I think maybe that's not the right way to say it. I have had issues like back in the day. I think the thing that I've done is I have learned to love myself. Najipenda nilivo, because it goes back to, this is the only body I have. Sina ingine. So if I don't love this body, who will? I don't have another body. I don't have another nini that atintasema, oh, in your weekends, sina spare parts, sina nini. So I also realized the issues that I had with myself, the issues were not coming from me. It was societal. When people say, hey, when you're being compared to people. For me, I remember like when I was younger, I used to be compared to my sister a lot, which was like, okay. And then sometimes you're in school and you're compared to your classmates or your friends and things like that. So when you realize these people are just projecting their own insecurities, it has nothing to do with you. Hapo ndo unajitanga mkutano unasema, by the way, inaonekana hizi vitu watu wananiambia hata hazinihusu, they're not about me. Ni mtu penye ako like, hey, you're passing down your own insecurities and you're projecting them on me. So when I see those girls wakiuza hizo mafuta hapo wanashinanga wakisema, hey, mafuta. So it's like basically they're trying to sell bleaching products. Not trying to sell, they sell bleaching products, skin bleaching products. And with the kidogo research, hata si research nyingi imefanywa, with the kidogo research into these products, they are terrible, to say the least. They cause a lot of harm and they leave people, botched. And then it becomes, apparently it's like a lifestyle thing where it's permanent. You have to keep using them because the moment you stop using them, things happen. I've had such stories. And so whenever they do that, they do that, system after system afuta, and I look at them and at first I'm thinking, you're not the best advertisement for this mafuta you're selling. Because yeah, mwenyewe akona like, their ninis are botched because those things, it's not, I don't know how they work. But I've seen people who sell them. Kuna watu wanauza sijui anazita mikorogo. I don't know the science behind these things. But also the fact that these formulas are not tested out in labs and stuff like that. I think watu wanafanga matrizex. Kuna watu wana mixing hizi vitu kwa nyumba. Like they just take things and they just put them together. That's why zinaitwa mikorogo. They put them in containers. Alafu wako like, this is the product. And then they put it on a shelf and it's sold. So I feel like when Akina Kebs and whoever, they fail to do their jobs, they're doing such a huge disservice to people, because ndio history ya fertilizer tuko na discuss, that affects the food we're eating. If these fertilizers are fake, what is in them? That's the question. And who allowed them into the market? When we're talking about these hair relaxers, what's in them? Because utaenda upate hapo nyuma kuna a list of ingredients, but mi sijui phosphate, whatever ni nini. Like sijui, they don't use language that is understandable. And also, sijui what to look out for. I can read, because no one will come and say mercury. No one will come and write up leads. Awataeka might be harmful to. No, because again, they're in business. So I feel like bodies like Kebs really let us down, and they cause a huge disservice, and they are putting us at risk. So me, I don't know. Hapa sijui unaambia mtu nini. Because even sometimes tunasemanga buy things from legit sources, nini. But I'm like, these companies that are being sued in the US, they're the ones that package and sell us whatever's in supermarkets and hair shops and everything. So if those products already have a problem, now can you imagine the products that people are making in their homes? All I'd say is be careful out there. Watch out for the things that you use on your skin, the things you put in your body. Just be careful. Some of these things are too nini. And as much as us, we try to operate from a point of trust. You're trusting that these people want the best for you. Sometimes they're just looking at the bottom line.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Circling down, don't even know. Looking for someone to get me out the door. You got me dumbfound. Need a bit more than telling me how we gon' be affected. Oh, there's something about the way you make me feel. Something about the way you made me kneel. Something about the way that we could be messing us up. Nearly got me waiting outside. You got me going. I don't even know your last name, but you got me like. Name, but you got me like, you better go sign a waiver, cause I'ma violate you and then more. Telling me how we gon' bang bang, then get the ring more doing less talking. So many try to get inside my feels, but nobody got it, but better sign that deal. Really got me sticking around, maybe there's something about you, something about the way you make me feel, something about the way you made me kneel, something about the way that we could be messing us up. Nearly got me waiting outside, you got me going. I don't even know your last name, but you got me like. I don't even know your last name, but you got me like. I don't even know your last name, but you got me like.
Power Radio. Power up.
Support ya wingman na best yako bado akisikiziwa ma mimi na wewe tunaweza jua na majina na
I've been looking at you for the longest time. Now my wise how to make you mine. I don't know much, but you're the kind of girl, a little crazy. You're the kind of girl who's a little freaky. You're the kind of girl I'm taking home tonight. And I'm the kind of guy you've been avoiding. I'm the kind of guy Leo mchokozi. I'm the kind of guy you're dreaming of tonight. So usiniringie, nipatie. Hakuna haja ya kuargue. Usiniringie, nipatie. You don't have an early morning come through. Usiniringie, nipatie. Hope kwanza leo huna curfew. Usiniringie, nipatie.
Joma duado kimaliza kuringa utona na kutosha poka toja umepima. The more unabonga, the more unabambika na kubeba na mistari hizi lines ni mapika but kama the matrix yo free game nichanganyisha nika exam sijasomea jo siwezi pita na sura yako imekubali kamse anaitika so mrembo ikiweza ningedai jo kupita
humwezi I can't control the siwezi work has been so crazy and I know you feel the same. Usiniringie nipatie hakuna haja ya kuargue. Usiniringie nipatie you don't have an early morning come through. Usiniringie nipatie hope kwanza leo huna curfew. Usiniringie nipatie over. Hakuna haja ya kuargue. If you're 18 and over, you don't have an early morning come through. If you're 18 and over, I hope kwanza leo huna curfew. Usini 18 and over, mbona unalenga?
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
You can dedicate that song to anyone. Anakuringia. That was Motoria and the Movements, joined by Chris Kaigo, Usiniringie. And before that, you're listening to another one who's our fave over here, Nikita Kering with Last Name. Aki, sijui what is happening this weekend. I've been disoriented kidogo by all the 2 holidays in between. I am not used to leaving the house as much as I've been leaving the house the past 2 months. So imekuwa rida yangu imekuwa tu off. 2, you leave the house, alafu suddenly there's like a 4-day holiday. Haya, kidogo unamaliza hiyo unakam, mnaenda tena kuna holiday ingine. We're not saying that they're tutaki holidays. Keep them coming. We enjoy them. Don't get rid of the holidays. We want them. But I feel like I've been disoriented kidogo, so I don't even know what's been happening. However, I know there's a bunch of cool shows that are happening this month. There's Diverse by Ngatia. That's going to be on the 20... I feel like I'm about to lie to you. On the 21st. On the 21st, I know there's an event on the 27th by Nyangemi, who's an amazing Kenyan musician. Nimesahau hizo zingine. But point is, April, kuna a lot of cool things that are happening. In case you want to go for Diverse, by then ni Diverse, D-A-I, Verse. By Ngatia, it's happening at Brayburn. I think you can check out his social media at Ngatia. And, for details and everything. Inakanika, I think tutaanza kushare hizi vitu tutatengeneza ka highlights on our Insta stories where we put upcoming events that in case someone is interested and you want to see payment details and stuff, we'll see if it's something we can do. Amata tunaweza fanya a tweet where we just do like a thread of the events. But there's a lot of cool creative stuff that's happening this month. So be on the lookout. Go support creatives because that's what we are all about. Mimi this weekend, I think napanga tu kula. Actually, I lie. Yo nimedanganya. Nimedanganya. I'll be working. I will be working this weekend. So we try again. We try the sleep thing again next week.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Tunasikia ni upenda kuchocha, si ndio? Acha tuchoche basi.
Big shout out to Vince on the beat by the
Kama
way.
una noti kuna demo menoki anakuliza kauko na moti Georgia. Rent ujakanja landia shakupa notice lakini umegoma hautoki Georgia. Forex unaosha bila kopi Georgia. Ocha wanajua weni doki Georgia. Bogi wanasema weni bosi Georgia. IG hauwezi cheza loki Georgia. Check it this omolo once again na ile injili wanapenda. Other than rapo bado ni mwili na jenga. Doba napiga buda mitili ya benga. Popularity imefanya ni badili mamrenga. Bad mind kisirisiri anatengwa. Anomolo fichen kafirifiri kwa dema. Check yule boy wa chilichili analengwa. Backup nyamarebo kame katilili wa menza. Kijibizana mtaita kudhuru. Ukibishano na kutax ushuru. Mulibanja sana mtaki uhuru. Saime bamba sana wapi nduru. Yeah, hatuendi maandamano. Baba, into maintain kanyo kanyo. Mr. President ongeza miaka 5 na nyiwa Kenya lazima mkuwe na msimamo. Kama una noti kuna demo menoki anakuliza kauko na moti Georgia. Rent ujakanja landia shakupa notice lakini umegoma hautoki Georgia. Forex unaosha bila kopi Georgia. Ocha wanajua weni doki Georgia. Bogi wanasema weni bosi Georgia. IG hauwezi cheza loki Georgia. Dopate views way back in day you may earn more. Agenge Grammy tungeletewa na cancel. Say Kenya nika kuna reggae ama danso. The conscious ako juu yangwete hapo Sanford. We ball on a budget strictly. Atupendangi bad and CC. Oyoleli fanya nijue kubagen fiti. Free parking the only reason iko Garden City. If they charge me na tailgate Mr. Patel. Vibes too, awezi taka beef na cartel. I had to make a choice, said the streets are myself. Jumta squeezy my boys wanna snitch na lapel. The new definition of kidungi umejipine wani fundi wani gangster uko na kikundi. Shut the fuck up bro lundi. Una glorify chocha meribu mziki imefanya hii job ikai mboka history kai proper boy child anakapitia kosetu juu kama toria taitoka. Bloggers are verify story to all the victims wako terrified sorry. Chocha imedui game kai boring na nyimpasho bitch I hope you die slowly. Kama una noti kuna demo menoki anakuliza kauko na moti Georgia. Rent ujakanja landia shakupa notice lakini umegoma hautoki Georgia. Forex unaosha bila kopi Georgia. Ocha wanajua weni doki Georgia. Bogi wanasema weni bosi Georgia. IG hauwezi cheza loki Georgia. Buda kila kitu chocha chocha chocha. Kila kitu chocha chocha chocha.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Inahando vitu roho haiwezi, roho inahando vitu akili haiwezi, akili inahando vitu himwili haiwezi. Blood sugar napanda juu yako when it's crazy.
Boy, you're pretty but you're minimal. Think there's someone out there like me, no, not to tell. I got everything you need, yeah, overall. Have you begging on your knees, that's spiritual. Take your time with me, I'll be your general. Take it straight to the top, do you hear me now? Watch me whine and go go down, sit down, turn around. All the pretty girls stand up on it now. When you hit the floor, watch them turn up, turn up. Having all the guys, them line up, line up. When you hit the floor, watch them turn up, turn up. Having all the guys, them line up. Guess you never met a good girl bad like this. Make you wonder where you last had it like this. Don't be so quick, yeah, you gotta time it. I know that you want it, you don't gotta hide it. Never met a good girl bad like this. Make you wonder where you last had it like this. Don't be so quick, yeah, you gotta time it. I know that you want it, you don't gotta hide it. See the pretty girl dancing, 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 pretty girl dancing. Wine, 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 wine. Yo, back with another. It's Brandy. Okay, pretty girl, go whine it. Give it to them, girl, yeah, slightly. Baby got a Range Rover. Everybody wanna taste of, yeah, yeah. You gotta admit, kuna something special, special about an East African queen. The way she whine, the way she moving, calypso. She grooving a little, and I get them vitu. Itabidi me keep up with the pace if you really wanna touch my waist. Baby, hata si maringo, niggas don't go shocky, you know. See, never met a good girl bad like this. Make you wonder when you last had it like this. Don't be so quick, yeah, you gotta time it. I know that you want it, you don't gotta hide it. Like a boy, since you pretty and you're nice. Going in for a bad boy, thinking that's my type. But you want the kind of girl that pull up an excite, yeah. Thinking we should couple up a kind of like, yeah. Julo nasikia fiti, na mimi ni pretty. How I do the pretty, why? Watch me do my pretty, why? Look into my pretty eye.
I'm a boy over here. Yeah. Body language inabonga lugha na rada. Sina lot of fine bodies lakini nobody bada. I got what you need, you got what I want, baby. You got what I need, I got what you want, baby. Udaka nikeo balo kajuna ni confused. Well done, very caliber like how I consume. Booty be like a booty, so falling missing a booty. You know you got the job, come and report for duty. And you know, my blood sugar napanda juu yako when it's crazy.
Met a good girl bad like this. Make you wonder where you last had it like this. Don't be so quick, yeah, you gotta time it. I know that you want it, you don't gotta hide it. See the pretty girl dance, see the pretty girl dance, pretty girl dance, see the pretty girl dance, pretty girl dance, see the pretty girl dance. Wine, wine, wine. I know that you want, yeah.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
In case you're wondering what I'll be doing this weekend, those two songs were a dedication to what my weekend would be. Ndakuwa nikijichocha hapo as I do my pretty girl wine. Yes, that's what's good. The reason I have to chocha myself is because mimi ni wa mountain. So that should tell you everything you need to know, okay? That's all you need to know. Kama hujashika. Siwezi kusaidia. I can't help you beyond that point. Samahani. Kwani hii ni wrong number. Of course, we have a throwback song up in here. Not right now, but somewhere in the playlist later on in the show. Jana, I went for my first ever group therapy session. And it was very, very awkward because I've done therapy. Yes. When it's one-on-one and it's just you and the therapist. But in a group setting, it's like, it's so different kwa sababu unaweza jipata hapo like you're holding back. You're too scared to be vulnerable because there's a bunch of people. Alafu pia sijui concentration kidogo. Alafu we were outdoors. But, mimi one thing about me is kuna vitu I am willing to try. I can try it once and see how it works out. And when I tried the group therapy thing, I realized as much as kuna kwanga na hiyo aspect ya when you do things in numbers, inakusaidianga uone you're not by yourself, you're not alone, you're not going through the sheets by yourself. To an extent, pia, I feel inakuforce you close yourself off a bit more, because especially in a setting where you don't know everyone, you've just met these people and you're like, hey, sijui kama nataka kwanza kuharibu sera this early on, you know. So zingine unajita kamkutana like, hey, nataka kuchoma picha mapema kidogo ama what's happening. The one thing about me is madness is fine. Mimi sinanga shida na yo. Ukisikia twende we'll go. I think vulnerability is very sexy. Personal opinion. I think it's very sexy in the right setting as well. But hey, it was such an experience. I will not lie to you. It was quite an interesting experience. Will I be doing it again? Okay. Out of choice, let me nitane na wenzangu sijui. But I think, of course, we will do it again because it was a work thing. Ilikuwa as guys from the office and everything. So, wamesema wanataka tukifanya like, you know, every other month. So kutakuwa na hiyo, but maybe as we proceed, as time goes by, maybe it will grow on me. For now, na side eye kidogo. For now, it's getting a little bit of a side eye. I'm about to play you a song. I love this song. And also I was like, hey, they don't make them like they used to. This is one of those songs where
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
It's like 5 minutes long.
Looking for affection, then I ran into perfection. It was never my intention to fall in love again. I remember it so clearly. Akiniona nikipanic. I was never made for parties. She went ahead and held my hand. She said, life's too short, better shoot your shot. Kahukore basi kunywa shot. Nakoko sober, then even better. Najua behutani hepa. She said, life's too short, so I'll shoot my shot. Yeah, I believe I was made for more. If I don't tell you, then I'll never know. I would rather tell you now.
I was looking for attention when she came in my direction. I wasn't looking for a good time, no. I was tired of the drama till she opened her mouth. She spoke to my soul. She broke all the walls I built inside. Amenifanya nipende tena. VP siwezi sema. Amenifanya nipende tena. VP siwezi sema. Amenifanya nipende tena. VP siwezi sema.
Ended up talking about our observations, judging drunken people, vile tunapanga interventions. Machache nilisema, but I loved the conversation. Ilikuwa polite na bila ta pressure. Aura yake ni kama ya malaika. Nadhani sijatosheka, roho moyo mwili zote we inaenda.
sema. Hey girl, don't run away with my heart. Don't make me go again from the start. Hey girl, I think I'm ready. When a man loves, anapenda kweli.
Maisha ni panda shuka, nimetembea mimi nimezunguka, na hii mto siwezi vuka bila we, nasinzia nikiwaza kila day. Kwanza bila pesa na kuanga na pressure, juu siwezi kutesa, lakini madam asoli napigana, vita nimepigana, miezi zinashikana. Hey.
Amenifanya nipende tena, vipi siwezi sema. Amenifanya nipende tena, vipi siwezi sema.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
That song is called For Lovers. So for all the lovers out there, that one's for you. You're welcome. It's by Hornsfia, Motoria is in there, Alie, and Noi. I love that song, by the way. I love the horns. I love everything about it. It's such a vibey song. It's a song I like to play for myself in the shower. Because I love myself. So for lovers who also love themselves, this one's for us. We are about to wrap up the first hour of the show, but don't go anywhere because we have more coming your way in the second half of the show, where we'll be having a conversation around handling rejection and the lengths to which women have had to go to deal with how men handle rejection. Because, on this show, we are always talking about the female angle. So don't go anywhere. We have a dope show coming up. You can follow us on social media as usual at Power Radio. That is PAWA Radio. You can use the hashtag #SheTalks on Power Radio in case you want to join in on the conversation. If there's a couple of things you want to share in there. If you have had to, massage somebody's ego thanks to, the things, trying to say no, or if you struggle with saying no and you don't know how to actually handle it, because these things happen, need life, it happens, unfortunately. And we exist in a society where saying no is very much frowned upon on so many different levels. So remember to catch us on the second half of the show for that particular conversation. And of course, Leonie Friday, you know at what point you'll hear my voice again. If you don't know, for those who are new, after you hear OnlyFans, then you're like, hey, Muthoni is around the corner. But to start us off, we're going to listen to Saru and Furthermore as they transition us into the second hour of the show.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Black Market Records.
Chemi za uongo, stories za jaba ndo tingize ubongo, ndo bebe kawaletikiza kamongo, bari barabara bana maringo. Niko na pesa kushinda babako, kasikie vibaya uko kwenye, kasikie vibaya uko kwenye, kasikie vibaya uko kwenye.
Niko na pesa na ni za babako,
Kasikie vibaya uko kwenye, kasikie vibaya uko kwenye, kasikie vibaya uko kwenye.
lifika jiji nikakutana na budako, akaniambia kanivaa kwa pendagi za mamako. Kisirisiri tukakutana kwako, ni click bang tujuu ya kitanda chako.
Hamna hela nini mnate, seka nyinyi unalipa madeni na puchi yako. Miaka ni 20 uko chini 60 na mneti unatuvunjia mgongo.
Ulinipaka chance na nikapita nako, uliponipiga intro siku ya introduction. Anani finance na school fees zako, alinipeanga info kwanza yesi babako.
Unapenda wa baba, hune watoto wako huruma. One shot na kwani upendi utamu wa nduma. Pesa ukutekenya sana, werudi ukakunewa baba. Niko na pesa kushinda babako, kasikie vibaya uko kwenye, kasikie vibaya
babako.
Misi kutusi lakini kudadadeki.
Sikudharau lakini udunga ndula feki.
Uso marangi uko shua hauni seti.
Cake and bake ni quality za Fenty.
Chemi za uongo, stories za jaba ndo tingize ubongo. Ndo bebe kawaletikiza kamongo. Bari barabara bana maringo. Niko na pesa kushinda babako. Kasikie vibaya uko kwenye. Kasikie vibaya uko kwenye. Kasikie vibaya uko kwenye.
Niko na pesa na ni za babako.
Kasikie vibaya uko kwenye. Kasikie vibaya uko kwenye. Kasikie vibaya uko kwenye.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio. Power Radio. Tune in and power up. From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
ulete ufala, ndio maana mi huishingi hatungepatana. Ukinikata mara moja wezi nitamalaya. And you're telling everybody that this Gucci's on fire. Only fans, penye mefika nafungua only fans. Kauna nipenda tu mafea in advance. Penye mefika no romance with no finance. Only fans, yeah, yeah, only fans. Penye mefika nafungua only fans. Kauna nipenda tu mafea in advance. Penye mefika no romance with no finance. Only fans, yeah, yeah.
Hello, ladies blowing up my phone. Akibien, you are so bomb. Wakituma fea twakuja kwako. Oh, yo. Steady grinding all night long. Nasikuji kasi form ya door. Itabidi ukanje ndo tupige show. Ukisikia sauti solo jue ni kubaya. Hii muziki ya Kenya twaipeleka Ulaya. Na temperature inapanda warazi wanakwaya. Tutashinda magrami before tumeretire. Me say only fans. Wale mefika natambua only fans. Kanika kitu mutumia only fans. Wale mefika nafanyia only fans. Only fans, yeah, yeah, only fans. Wale mefika natambua only fans. Kanika kitu mutumia only fans. Wale mefika mutambua only fans. Only fans, yeah, yeah.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio. Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
You are listening to She Talks on Power Radio. My name is Muthoni Kitao. Welcome to the second half of the show. This is the part where we get into the deep, deep topics. This is the part where we had feelings and, put people on ice if we have to. Remember, you can follow us on social media. Our handle is @Power Radio. We are on Instagram, TikTok, X, or Twitter if you're like myself. In the second half of the show, we'll be talking about women, men, and handling rejection. That's the title. And I know you're wondering, Aish, Muthoni, what do you mean? We are going to talk about a couple of incidences that have been happening. And there's also something I saw that started a whole conversation on social media. We're going to be talking about that, some personal experiences as well. So stick around for that for sure. And I am excited to talk about this, which it sounds terrible when you say it like that, because we're not talking about it's not like a fun thing that we're going to be discussing. But it's important to have these conversations, and it all starts with sometimes, just creating awareness and letting people know that some of these things are happening. So I am going to see you after Dirty Secrets by Lalika of her new album, Pieces of Me. Check it out. She has some dope music out, and we're always here to give the women their flowers. Lalika, good job on that album, for sure.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
You're the only one I ever loved. Everybody else is an escape. I try to move on past all that, but I'm stuck in my old ways. I thought I healed and I saw your face. I'm addicted and I'm all in. Nobody knows and they don't need to, but they see me staring at your face. And I can't help myself when you look into my eyes. Oh, in my eyes. And I look at you and I really can't explain how I love this way. My dirty secret, but I'm not your mistress. And my friends won't ever know what the deal is. My dirty secret can't help this feeling. See,
feel like a teenage girl. Oh, I'm so in love. Got my head in the clouds, and I swear this time I'm not coming down. I feel so alive when your lips meet mine. And I know that sometimes I'm all wrong, but with you I can't deny. And I will catch you when you fall. I can't leave you anymore. And I don't want you walking out of that door if I won't see you anymore. My dirty secret, but I'm not your mistress. And my friends won't ever know what the deal is. My dirty secret can't help this feeling. See, I don't know how, but you're all I ever needed. My dirty secret, but I'm not your mistress. And my friends won't ever know what the deal is. My dirty secret can't help this feeling. See, I don't know how, but you're all I ever needed. My dirty secret. Oh, you're my dirty secret. My dirty secret. Oh no, my dirty secret. Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
So today we want to talk about handling rejection. There's been a couple of incidences that have been happening and have been highlighted on social media, and not just here, but like globally, where women are dealing with the aftermath of rejecting men. And there's this thing that's been happening in New York where women are getting punched in the face as they are walking down the street. Now that one is like even worse because they don't even have a conversation with this man. They literally just walk up to them and punch them. If that is not the definition of insanity, I don't know what is. And it has gotten to a point where women in New York are scared to walk while they are on their phones because they feel like that could lead to, getting punched. Then I remember there's a story. It's been months, but there was a story of a woman who was hit in the face with a brick because they rejected a man, and that was, again, we go back to insanity. And there was this thread that started on Twitter. I don't know if it started yesterday or the day before. And there was this man who asked a question. And the question they asked was, why do women give you their phone number if they will not be picking up your calls? So that was the tweet. And the thing that I noticed that was very, very interesting when I went through that entire thread was that women, because you've asked a question, you've asked women are here responding, and women were responding and they said they do it for safety, they do it because it's easier than saying no because you don't know what might happen after that. They said it's sometimes women will give you their number because it gets rid of you. And the interesting thing was, with all these women saying that, this man kept responding to them and they say, that's the excuse they keep making. And I found that to be very disturbing on a couple of levels. Last week, I was leaving the office and there were 3 guys who were in the office, and I wanted to walk. It's a short distance. I wanted to walk from the office to a certain stage. And it was at night. It was after 7. So I normally leave the office at like 6:30, still bright outside. This day was around 7:15. So I asked them, I was like, is it safe to walk here? And they were all like, yeah, it's pretty safe. But then immediately they said that. I was like, but you're guys. And they laughed, right? It was, a lighthearted thing. It was like, haha. And they didn't understand why I said, but you are guys. And then one of them was like, but what do you mean we are guys? I said, you would feel safe. I might not feel as safe as you would because you guys are guys. And they were like, I had not thought of that. So basically, for me, it was like there are all these things that I have to take into consideration for that short walk. And for someone else in the office, they'll just pack their bags and leave. Safety is a global issue for women. Women are afraid to walk alone. Women are afraid to walk at night. Women are afraid to meet people for the first time in spaces that are not crowded or open, because that also doesn't guarantee your safety. Going back to rejection, I usually have a thing about public proposals, and I don't like them. I first of all, I think proposals should be very intimate, very personal. It should be a moment between you and your lover. So I have a problem in general with public proposals. Like, do all the things, like the flowers and the things, do all the shenanigans, but it should just be me and you. It shouldn't be a show or a performance because there's a bunch of people. I remember there was a video clip that surfaced online again months ago. It was a public proposal. I remember it was like at Pizza Inn, and this guy proposed and this girl was like, no. And she walked away, and then it becomes like, oh, she made me a laughing stock and all these things. The reason I have a problem with public proposals, I have two main problems. One, I feel like they can be used to manipulate someone into saying yes because of the fear of embarrassing the other person. So you're trying to coerce a response I would naturally not give you out of me. Two, the showmanship of it all. Who are you putting a show for? There's a bunch of people there with the cameras and they're recording and they're doing all these things. Who is this show for? Because if we are sharing this moment together, who are you putting a show for? I have a problem with that. Then the third thing is when the person says no. So for me, when I see someone saying no, it tells me a couple of things. You've not had this conversation with them before, or you've had this conversation with them before and they told you they were going to say no, and you thought the best option would be to do it in public because you think that then that would give you the answer you want, because doing it in public, there's this pressure to just say yes, because then, it's going to be a beautiful moment. Everyone will clap for us and go like, look at these guys. They're so in love and everything in between, and da-da-da-da. You get the show. It's going to give you points or whatever it may be. So I don't understand, because for me, when someone says no, it's because that conversation hasn't happened. I think if someone wants to propose in the context, let's talk just in the context of proposals here, you should have that conversation and make sure that you and your partner are on the same page. The proposal itself can still be a surprise, but the surprise would be in the thought process of you putting together the proposal itself. The surprise shouldn't be that you are asking me to marry you. That shouldn't be the surprise. The surprise should be in how you do it. So that's my thought process when it comes to that. The interesting thing that I notice about proposals when people say no is that people go like, oh, I would never talk to her again, and nini. And sometimes I find it weird because when someone says no, they're not saying no to you or the relationship. They're saying no to the marriage. They're saying no to getting married. So I always find it weird when people go like, oh, I proposed, she said no, so we broke up because we weren't on the same page or something. I don't understand that. I'm like, it could easily be, I do want to marry you, I just don't want to do it now. I need to finish school, I need to do these other things. Or it could be, there's people who use a proposal to shut you up. There's certain things you ask for and they're like, oh, this person is nagging, they're in this. And then they're like, you know what, I'll just propose to them to shut them up so that it looks like I'm doing something. That is also something that happens a lot. We are going to come back to the tweet that I referred to earlier after this little musical break. This is that song that I don't know how to pronounce, but I really, really love. And I feel like the guy in the song does a better job of pronouncing the name of the song because it's just like, it's a sound. By Shanti Bobo.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up. Stream music.
Number 9. Indolemba.
King Fizo on the beat.
All eyes on me, mini bobo, mini big thing. Naspire wenga kunituru, ye ni victim. Naspendi riba mbombo mingi, money ndo the thing. Pull it up again, mindolo fanya gama big sin. Natoke bana, lugha safi, puna banja sheng. Biashara safi, leto fala, puna kula cheng. Wengine saka fem, na vitus na kakasem. Na shoni double trouble, sha predict penye na run game. Mambo ni matatu, mini thegi sibi watu. Shima kitu ya kwanza, min karuto mukwa fiatu. DNA kalembe na wafinya na mapliers. Nagwaya kuweni randa, favorite rapa na jigo bides. Wezi gagami, marapa wana steam. Wezi jigas gomi, atigo bini sting. Wezi gagami, marapa wana steam. Wezi jigas gomi. Narani jiji sin magwiji na shasema. Naitaki pupa shika taku ka unasema. Jayona tu vikas na jaku sona kemba. Koketepas meraruka umefyatuka some baki. Narani jiji sin magwiji na shasema. Naitaki pupa shika taku ka unasema. Jayona tu vikas na jaku sona kemba. Koketepas meraruka umefyatuka some baki. Hapa kwa bash lipa cash ndo tumalo. Na lojet kulimboga tushen for madika paru. Mogi ya east shafika na Subaru. Mapengote tumeweza uneza sema kuna mtaro. Nataka mgano shiki moja kama ufiki bay. Gangsta si soft policy ya tute kwangi na tay. Kauna ganju kuni noma jua tutakupay. Kingpin we galish magala sindo kwa na say. Gweji na tatua vitus na bakishua. Maintain your lane budos kuja pana kifua. Tapigwa diblo vibaru baki komedua. Kuchan kamishale na kutunga na kurahua. Wezi gagami, marapa wana steam. Wezi jigas gomi, atigo bini sting. Wezi gagami, marapa wana steam. Wezi jigas gomi. Narani jiji sin magwiji na shasema. Naitaki pupa shika taku ka unasema. Jayona tu vikas na jaku sona kemba. Koketepas meraruka umefyatuka some baki. Narani jiji sin magwiji na shasema. Naitaki pupa shika taku ka unasema. Jayona tu vikas na jaku sona kemba. Koketepas meraruka umefyatuka some baki. Narani jiji sin magwiji na shasema. Naitaki pupa shika taku ka unasema. Jayona tu vikas na jaku sona kemba. Koketepas meraruka umefyatuka some baki. Narani jiji sin magwiji na shasema. Naitaki pupa shika taku ka unasema. Jayona tu vikas na jaku sona kemba. Koketepas meraruka umefyatuka some baki.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Go on the It's that time of the year again. I wish it will never end. Making choices that we regret. I can't kiss it but die. And we are young and we short time. Older for long now. Now more down our soul. Down our soul, God. It's time tonight for your come on this time. Just wanna free up my mind. Just wanna get in the vibe. Ooh, I wanna feel alive. Tonight for your come on this time. Just wanna free up my mind. Just wanna get in the vibe. Ooh, wanna feel alive. Nyama tuchome, wapi bombe, shika kikombe. Just to go and get tena tusonge. Huku tuna party all day.
Tukiosonga na tunywa nzobi. Come vibe if you're feeling lonely. Come on, go happy, don't be sorry. Epiko wapi leta mode. We believe in la vida loca right here. Moto ina waka so joto na pe. I wish ungesikia vile mimi nasikia. We believe in la vida loca right here. Kipopo lazima tukeshe. Yani lazima tucheze. Yani lazima iweze. Igenje kuja tutese. Kipopo lazima tukeshe. Yani lazima tucheze. Yani lazima iweze. Igenje kuja tutese.
Come on this time. Just wanna free up my mind. Just wanna get into vibe. Ooh, I wanna feel alive. Tonight, fanya come on this time. Just wanna free up my mind. Just wanna get into vibe. Ooh, I wanna feel alive.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
That was Rogoro teaming up with Mbithi. I love that Mbithi is always like showing up with the girlies. Every time I see Mbithi somewhere, Mbithi is showing up with a girly and they're doing the thing. And I feel like he really holds his own when he joins up with them. I love that. That was this time. We are talking about rejection and specifically how men handle rejection from women. And I was just sharing with someone here that the first introduction to this is it happens when we're very, very young, unfortunately. And it starts with you're just walking down the street. Unatembea tu you're minding your business. Alafu unasikia ks, ks. Alafu una ignore. Ooh, you say nothing, you don't look at them. Unatembea uko like, in your head you're thinking, kwani mimi ni mbuzi? Unani ks, ks over here. But hiyo ni sound najua kufanya. Nimeshindwa but ks, ks najua. Alafu, immediately after that, insults. Inakwanga tu, you ignore if you don't say anything, kidogo kidogo. Hata wewe si mrembo, hata ulikuwa unaniongelesha ndio. Ulikuwa unajaribu. So that's usually like an introduction to how men handle rejection. And unfortunately, it happens when you're so young. Unajipata, maybe like you're a teenager and it's a makanga up on the road. Sana sana by the inakwanga, wale maboys wa base, makanga and drivers wamekaa hapo ama unapita tu mahali like, and it doesn't matter how old you are. I think unakwanga teenager most of the time. That's usually like the introduction to, oh, okay. Kuna time I remember nilikuwa they'd say kss, and then I'd say and then they have nothing to say because even for them inakwanga they expect atafanya kss, ignore ndo akutusi. So there's a time I used to be like, aya sema, and then they were like, ati, oh, sikuwa na expect to uniangalie or it's, so I'm like, so then what's the purpose? Purpose ya kusu ilikuwa nini? Surely, kunitapa kambuzi. What was the purpose if you had nothing to tell me? So now then, these days, imefika ni like kwa simu, on the dating apps and stuff, where someone will talk to you, and then they will either, it's like what, on the apps, they unmatch you. That's the word. They miss sikuangi kwa apps, by the way. Najipenda. Sikuangi kwa apps. Random. Okay, this is a quick story. Someone encouraged me to download a dating app when I was freshly single. Nakwambia I did not last 24 hours. Hiyo tulikuwa sikia tukila kati and like it's too much. Alafu izona matititi unaenda kuangalia alafu it's just dusties. And go like, no thank you, I am too good for this space. Nika delete account na nikajitoa huko nikasema nope, this is not gonna be me. Mimi ni wale wa, acha nijiseme, mimi ni wale wa I'm gonna meet someone when I'm just living my life, you know, randomly, but also don't talk to me. I am those people. So mimi hata sijui hata Mungu anaweza kuja hapo aniletee kwa mlango anigonge na nikose kufungua kwa sababu when I'm in my house I hide when people show up at my door na wako ameniambia. Sasa asipotuma appointment, asipobook an appointment, itakuwa shida. Back to this conversation about men and handling rejection. So unapata kaa nizo dating apps, someone just unmatches you, Alafu siku hizi pia when it comes to dating, there's so many rules. I don't understand who came up with these rules and at what point people sat down and decided these are the rules that we're going to follow. When people approach you, me I remember like there's a time tulikuwa tumeenda kwenye club, the famous club in Kileleshwa. We were somewhere there. I was with my girlies. We were having a good time, buying each other drinks, just vibing it out. Alafu tulikuwa natoka, and then this guy just stands in front of me and says he won't let me pass mpaka nimpatie namba yangu. And you start making excuses. I was waiting for my girls to come save me. Sijui walikuwa wapi. And I'm just trying to get from point A to point B. Why are you standing in front of me wearing shorts and slippers in a freaking club? Tuanzie tu hapo. So I'm dressed to the nines. Afu anashinda tu hapo and I'm, oh my God, you're so I'm like, I know. But I'm like, get out of my way. And the other thing is this man is drunk because he's been drinking. We're in a club, right? And so ametoa simu ako like, no, so hapo ndo naanza kufikiria ni namba ya ex mgani napeana saizi. Afu ako like, hata I'll call you such to get my number. And then eventually one of my girls akakuja, akani whisk away, and I was saved like that. But I almost did give this person my number just to get them out of my nini. Because acha niambie ingine. Kuna siku tumeenda, I was dragged into going to watch Formula 1. Mimi, I'm not a Formula 1 person. But when I heard there was a black man in there and he's gorgeous. Okay, that man is a gorgeous man. I was like, cool, I'll watch it for this man. Okay? Hey, Louis. So tukaenda Formula 1. That day, I was in my soft girly Ella. Yes, nilikuwa in my soft girly era. I had gone for, it's called what? I had gone horse racing. I had gone to watch horse racing. It's a thing that people do, but it was a beautiful date. Me and my friend. So after that, ye ni mtu wa F1, akasema twende. Tukaenda F1. So tumeenda kwa a certain club along Waiyaki Way. Akinapelekangwa club zingine. Place is weird. Nimepelekwa Waiyaki Way. And then there's this man, and he was an older guy. And so the problem was, there were a bunch of dudes, and then there were 2 women. And then our 2 ni pilots. So kuna venye walikuwa wamekunywa, wamelewa. Alafu this guy, me I don't know how he falls into the nini. Sijui anajua naje. He was an older guy. And he kept insisting, alikuwa anataka kuongea na mimi. When I tell you I slept, I slept just to not have a conversation with this man. And the thing was, so me nakwanga na stoppers. So mtu akisema, oh, you're so beautiful. I'm like, I know. You smell so nice. I'm like, it's intentional. Like, it could happen by mistake, by the way. This was planned. It's like, oh, your outfit is so gorgeous. Yes. Oh, baba, hints. Zimekata. Alikuwa like, oh my God, this one. She is so audacious. I'm like, yes. So, at one point, he says he has a son in his 20s. And I was like, oh, is he single? I'm like, the baba ashiki hints. Like, stop talking to me. And it was not working. So, ikafika your point, yeah, oh, no, I need to have your number. And I was just like, oh, you can just give me yours. And like, I'll text you or something. Oh, baba mekata. Aka insist. Kasema sawa. So what I made sure to do after Ameka, because what he did is he took my number and called me and then he's like, okay, save it like this. I was like, sawa. I made sure to save it so that I know to block it. Unajua ukipigiwa tu na a random number alafu uchukue alafu ushtukie, crap, it's that mzai. So I saved it, and literally the moment tukitoka kwa klabu tukiingia kwa lift, nikablock your number. And to even an extent, the thing that also was funny about this entire situation was we had to find a way to leave him there. So we were all going to the same place, but we didn't want to go with this person. Even the guys hapo marafiki wake hata hawakuwa wanataka kuhang out na yeye. So ilikuwa watu waka pretend tunaenda different places. Tukaenda tukakutana kwa parking lot. Ndo tumwache. Because it was so hard getting rid of this guy that, and also to an extent I didn't understand it, because I'm like, niwa baba simwambia tu, by the way, we don't want to hang out with him. I don't know what they get from him, or what it is about that friendship that they felt like they couldn't say anything. So we ended up leaving him there. Sisi wengine tukaenda tukakutana kwenye tulienda tukakutana, and the time was hard, okay? But point is, sometimes when someone gives you their number, they actually don't want you to call them. They're trying to send you away. They're just like, if I give you my number and that means this conversation ends, then that's what I'll do. Because I know when I live here, I can go block it. At least I'll have a bit of control when you call me. Right now, in this situation, I don't feel like I'm in control. I don't feel like I'm in control. So here's a dedication to all your exes who have caused you to make sure, that you have to do these things. This is for them.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Zazdin is with you.
Purple silhouette, so I know you can't see me. How long before I'm wishing like a genie? What's the reasonable reason for your hiding? Till last night I heard you calling on your mama. I cannot even vouch for you. I cannot call on you. So if I don't love you, not taboo. If you don't love me too. So I erase my matching tattoo, cause I put it on for you. If you ever start to really win, if you ever find your queen, I hope she lets you down, 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 down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down. Man, I hope she lets you down, 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 down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down.
Have you never focused on another? Have you never focused, say brother? Have you ever noticed man go back? You be driving me loco. Reason I believe in you, pronto. You are the one that was supposed to carry me go. But when I'm on the road, baby, it looks why I cannot even vouch for you. I cannot call on you. And if I don't love you, not taboo. When you don't love me too. Now I erase my matching tattoo, cause I put it on for you. If you ever start to really win, if you ever find a game, and I hope he lets you down.
Down, 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 down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down. Man, I hope she lets you down, 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 down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down. Connie, how many times am I losing the fight? I've been ready to die, falling into you. Now ain't getting what to Connie, elimination. When I wanna fall, I was into you. So now when you're gone and you're noticing, there was a diamond you didn't see. I've been shining my way out of your darkness. That's why I cannot even vouch for you. I cannot call on you. So if I don't love you, not taboo. If you don't love me too. So I erase my matching tattoos, cause I put them on for you. If you ever start to really win, if you ever find your queen, I hope she lets you down, 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 down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down. Man, I hope she lets you down, 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 down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
That is Nikita Kering with Kamena on Let You Down. Let me tell you, this song has been dedicated to so many different people. I just remembered last week it was dedicated to the producer. This week it is dedicated to your exes. Let me tell you, you're doing the most song. You are doing the most. Today we are talking about rejection, and mostly in terms of men and how they handle rejection. So I want to take you back to where this conversation started. And it's quite fascinating. So it started with a man asking, why would a woman give you her number if she has no intention to pick up your calls when you call her? And the responses from women were, for safety, because we are worried you're going to kill us. It's like, it's going to, send you away. It's going to cut this conversation short. So point is, if you are talking to someone, they give you their number and you call them and they don't answer, that tells you they weren't feeling you. That's just it. They were not into it. They probably gave you the number to just send you away and be on your way. And the saddest part is that women have had to do this to give out their numbers because our numbers are like very personal. You don't want just any Tom, Dick, and Harry to have your number, right? But the fact that for my own safety, I would feel the need to give my number, that's insane. Not me, but we've had a lot of insane things. That's insane. The fact that that's the solution is giving out my number. I remember there's this time, my personal experiences. I remember there's this time where there was a guy who was stalking me. And the funny thing is, I don't know what this man looks like. And I used to block these numbers. I don't know how he got my number. At one point, he lied that I met him at an audition. This was back in the day when I used to act and I used to do theater. So he claimed that I met him at an audition and gave him my number. But I was like, which audition? And I remember that audition. One, I never met any guy because I had gone there with my friends. We were all girlies because why not? We support each other like that. And anytime I would block his number, he would literally go buy a new line just to message me. So it figured at a point where I stopped blocking the number because I was like, it doesn't matter. Eventually, it's just going to be another random number. And even that scared me to the point where I don't randomly pick numbers I don't know because you don't know who it is. It could be someone I don't know. It's weird. So something like that. I'm like, handle your rejection. Take your L and go. Because what you're doing is like, you're making me uncomfortable. And then at the same time, you're like not taking the hints of like, please, I really don't want to talk to you. Why are you insisting? Also, why would you want to force someone to talk to you if they don't want to talk to you in the first place? Why would you want to force someone to have a conversation with you when they don't want to have a conversation with you? If you say, I like this person, for instance, wouldn't you want the person to like you back as well? And wouldn't you want to talk to people who also have the same vibe as you, who enjoy the conversations just as much as you do? And it doesn't feel like you're forcing someone to talk to you. If there's one thing about me on a personal levels, if there's one thing about me, I don't like being in spaces where I've been made to feel unwanted. Be it conversations, be it in rooms, be it when you have like talking to someone. I don't want to be in a space where I am made to feel unwanted. So why would you insist when someone is like, I don't want you, but you're like there just continuously ninning yourself, forcing yourself, trying to box yourself into their lives? Come on. Please. Do better. Do better. I almost said Doomberi, but
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Another. So biggie control. He's so biggie control. 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 Simamisha, weka kando. Hii naikula kama hongo. Haka kadogo, haka kanono. Kana kaka kamepigwa bobo.
Wapipa miti ya kubeba hii muzigo. Hii lori haisikiagi mashimo. Kifo cha mende, komba mwiko afande. Kanataka fimbo. Roger that.
Ratatat, piga ua, hapana tambua. Sukuma ndani kama yana sumbua. Akasoma kama mbuku na kaseti kama ndugu. Tunavua luku tunabaki kama nugu.
Look fiti na feel fiti. Yule boys fisi amevaa suti. Akile mwede Nicky Rice na masterpiece.
So biggie control. He's so biggie control. 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 Nicky balance
balance your right, your left on your waist. Nice and slow, see complicate. What you gonna do if I touch you there? Truth, I'm a dare, sit a summer hair. 1 foot forward, Johnny Walker, toka Sin City, Gomorrah. Suicide bomber, vile navunja maboma. Fanya justice, had your week, you run. Ogopa, niko wanted, not by CID. Na ma-anti wale wakilima, ni na sifa. Ni kijiti kile ngori, majima. Ji, basi kainama, fanya ibada. Masaku saba, chafua rada. Kuna mbaya, utakipata. Steam mingi kapresha kuka. 24-hour economy, atufuni duka. So biggie control. He's a biggie control. So biggie control. He's a biggie control. So biggie control. He's a biggie control. So biggie control. He's a biggie control.
Leta ile kubwa na ulete na toothpick. Cheza kama buda na tandika na picnic. Sling bling then ndani kamizizi. TV niliset sasa vitimi. Kakita kama jibara kuja. Nicheze na fimbo kama Musa. Kanataka kakumisa na kisa ni ushuhudu.
Shege na lugha, shege na bunda, shege na ponda, mzigo ninavusha. Rizla, choma picha, ninachimba nikitinga. Piga, mukwajo pinda, vuruta rinda. Kandamiza, kwa ya master na mapaparira. Karibisha muheshimiwa.
So biggie control. He's a biggie control. So biggie control. He's a biggie control. So biggie control. He's a biggie control. So biggie control. He's a biggie control.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
I'm loving how I'm feeling. Zinani Basti, I'm loving how I'm feeling. I'm loving how I'm feeling. Zinani Basti, I'm loving how I'm feeling.
On to the next. Unani cross me na gone to your ex. Wana to lock kumbe sisi ndo gates. Misi mgonjwa na machozi red. Entebbe.
They wanna know me calling on my celly. Cause I'm the new age Machiavelli. Mkali mani, mkadinali. Savage leveling, yani ule mkali yani. Mkali mani, mkadinali. Savage leveling, yani ule mkali yani.
Then your mind says it's sorry. Nilishika plate ya difu before imwagike. Sema furaha. Big up Jesus, big up Buzu, big up Mungu, big up Munga. Dara, rada.
They wanna know me calling on my celly. Cause I'm the new age Machiavelli. Mkali mani, mkadinali. Savage leveling, yani ule mkali yani.
Kauna backup, go bankrupt, through the ghetto na Prado, kosa kapak, mindo Catman wa South Park, naishi na fuck ups, saitenga ina deep purchasing power, magic ende rudigi na reverse. Negotiation mbaya ni ya mwizi ukidai hauna. Malaya kuitrai kurausha na ameshuka so utat. Na ameshuka matuta na mpatusi. Unajua kila mtu amekuja hapa kutafuta. Anyway, mezea tembe kinembe. Pesanga kuna vile neza tupa. Ukisha kunywa make sure hiyo mzinga jo umevunja. Yo,
They wanna know me calling on my celly. Cause I'm the new age Machiavelli. Mkali mani, mkadinali. Savage leveling, yani ule mkali yani.
You follow, I'm not a follower. Wana usoro, kutry kuchunguza. I have a girl called Wambo, she's a swallower. Whenever she swallow my kids, take a sarova. Safi tibim, haturushi kidi. Moshi kwa kebin, mada zigi. Bro amepose jo, wacha dibi. Hapa ni bidi, hatutaki CV. Ikibamba sana, toa CD. Utabebwa juu juu, rudi chini. Kimungu mungu tulienda na ligi. ni parapanda jo
On
nikiwa
to the
mtini.
next. Unani cross me na gone to your ex. Wana tulock kumbe sisi ndo gates. Misi mgonjwa na machozi ko red. Entebbe.
They wanna know me calling on my celly. Cause I'm the new age Machiavelli. Mkali mani, mkardinali. Savage leveling yani ule mkali yani. Mkali mani, mkardinali. Savage leveling yani ule mkali yani.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
That was Parapanda, Savara wa Kardinali na Furthermore. Alafu before that kunasikiza Control, kina Bonai, Brian Nadra, Concodi, and the friends. Nitwa the Decimator. Hey, so I want us to finish this conversation of ours about rejection and how men handle rejection. So here are the things. Tumeingia class. Here are the things. The thing is, if someone does not reciprocate, don't force it. Don't force it. Sometimes you should know that we view the world very differently, and the way we exist in the world as women is very, very different. There are so many things you have to take into account. Kujichunga ni important, yes. So sometimes, if it's easier for me to give out my number to assure my own safety, that's what I'll do. And afu pia ukipatia mtu mi kuna rule moja nakwanga nayo. Just because you've given me your number doesn't mean that anytime like you call, I jump and just like, oh my God, amepiga. No. Your access, still me ndo na decide if I'm going to give it to you or not. You don't get to dictate now what happens after the fact. Kubali venye imeenda. Kama ni L, chukua ni yako, kubali. Usifosishe vitu. Secondly, listen to women when they tell you things. Because mtu watu wamekuja wakamwambia mpaka like someone had to use an analogy kumexplainia like a child. Listen to women when they tell you things. When women tell you they don't feel safe, accept it. Aijalishi, you see the funny thing, like when people are talking about safety, this guy kept saying, but me, I'm a safe person. I don't beat women. We don't know that. Because even the ones who beat women, hawakujangi na stika kwa forehead inasema mimi by the uchapa watu. Hakuna mtu akujanga na stika kwa forehead inasema I might murder you if you do not talk to me. Hakuna mtu anakujanga na stika. So, for us, it's up to the other person to prove themselves, because we can't determine it. We can't look at you and go like, oh, look, he's one of the good ones. Kwa sababu kuna zenye pia sisi tunashtuliwango by people we actually know who are our friends. Alafu unashtuka uko like, aibo, this is how you think. And it's maybe because we've never had those conversations with them. And then randomly a certain conversation comes up. Alafu mtu anasema thoughts zake afu uko like, haya, unafikirianga hivi by the way? I did not know this, and now I'm going to have to keep away from you. So listen to women. Women know things, by the way. We've had to exist in this world and live in a world that wasn't exactly built for us. So there are things we know. Skiza tu, it won't hurt you, it won't kill you. To listen to women. Here is our throwback song for the day, which is Take It Back by Stella Mwangi and Michelle.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
You know how we do. We make it sticky like glue. Michelle, sing it. Oh. Heshima kwa you dada. Jamani, ametoka far. Tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it back. From this beat, we on fire. STM, Michelle, tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it back. Yo, I'm on my way back home. Already packed my bags, can't wait to get home. Clear everything else away. Don't wanna do nothing else but walk my way. I'm going back to Kenya, back to the fine weather, back to grandma. Ain't nothing else I'd rather sit on the porch and drink grandma's porridge. Talk to my elder, listen while I speak knowledge. Next morning, be on my way to Nairobi. Do another song, bait, now they all know me. And magazines can write all kinds of bullshit. But let me tell you this, SDL will always do this. Lift your hands, swing them around like $1,000,000. Make sure everybody here know what's up. It's been a while now, finally I'm coming home. We the perfect beat, go ahead and shake it off. Yeah.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Before we let you go for the day, I wanted to remind you of an event that we had talked about a couple of weeks ago. Kanga Kisses and Matatu Beats. It's happening this weekend at Ukumbi Mdogo hapo National Theatre. Check out, get yourself a ticket. Check out the show. It's a concept show. It's a poetry concept show by a poet that we have worked with before. And her name is Just Wairimo. And they're partnering with another poet called Richard. So get yourself a ticket. Tickets are only 1,000 shillings, and the show starts at 4 p.m. Ukumbi Mdogo, Kenya National Theatre on Sunday. That is the 14th of April. Go support her, support the work that she does, and because you support us, you can support our people as well. That's our show today. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. We will see you back here on Monday with another show from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't forget that tomorrow, Gift of Gab will be taking you down that hip-hop lane, and Wakili will be coming through with some really, really dope Sharia dive conversations. Thank you so much. My name is Muthoni Gitao. I will see you on Monday. Here is Sinabe. Wacha nenda nijikumbushe, by the way, over the weekend. Sometimes musao hizi vitu.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Has anyone told you they love you today? Has anybody texted you good morning, baby? Ama uko tu hivi hivi kama sisi kujitazamia za biene mena chiki uko hapa solo ni deha wiki. What you say? Me and you can get freaky for today, only today. I'll be your babe. I'll let you call me honey. Will you be there for me? Na ikikwam navuka na juicy na mpenzi. Just for today, only today. I'll be your baby. Oh, juicy na be. See na be. See na be. Oh, I'll be your baby. Juicy na be. See na be. Juicy na be. I'll be your baby. Oh, juicy na be. When you fell from up above, I think we go together. Oh, you fit just like a glove. With a heart so pure, you're like a dove. Head in first, simping all up in my feels. It was love at first sight, got me head over heels. I'ma spend all my pennies and dimes. Nishin the lotto for the very first time. For today, I love you just only today. I'll let you call me honey. Will you be there for me? Naikikwam, navuka nayo sina busy. Just for today, only today. I'll be your baby. Won't you see na baby? See na baby. You see na baby. Oh, I'll be your baby. See na baby. See na baby. See na baby. Oh, I'll be your baby. You see na baby. You know I don't wanna be a loner, and I know you don't wanna. Hey, if you don't wanna go home all alone, let me hear you say no. Oh, let me hear you say no. I'll be your baby. Oh, juicy today, only today. I'll let you call me honey. You can be my honeycomb. Naiki kwam navuka nayo.
Power Radio.